feel like I have Johnny Bravo hair or something, but this vlog video you're about to watch is very weird. I basically have gotten to the point where I go to vlog, I'm gonna vlog my whole day, I'm gonna be good about it. No, never happens. I always get to around the evening time and I just become so tired and just feel like totally going with my intuition, whatever I want to do. And it's random every single night. And I just don't feel like filming and it just never finish out the vlog. With that in mind, please enjoy this 3-day half vlogs. Good morning. Cat says morning too. Good morning, kitty. Say hello. Whew, we got some stuff to do today. I have again woken up late. Honestly, I think it's just a thing that's gonna happen in October because I'm just in full indulgence mode and that seems fine. So I have a meeting again first thing. And hopefully I can finish up some of my projects for work rather quickly. And then one of the things that I have been, I don't know, taking on for this morning time, October time. I need my coffee. It's being made. It's going. One of the things that I've noticed is that there's a lot of stuff that I just haven't been doing, putting off. I need a certain level of structure, routine. I mean, kind of letting go a little bit here or there. And I don't mind that because I think overall I have certain habits and things that have been put into place that allow me to just chill out sometimes, like during the month of October. And by that I mean I'm letting certain habits and things go the wayside, waking up early, yada, without much worry because I've established a certain level of cleanliness in my house. So I always clean past a certain point, which is great. I have a good workflow with my day job. I have my yoga practice that I know I need to go do. There's a certain amount of walking, a certain amount of creativity. Like there's just a lot of things that I have certain put into my life that I now crave if I don't do them. And that's honestly the whole point that I think everyone wants to get to with their daily habits, right? Like we all want to get to that point where we're like, oh, I crave exercising. I crave doing things I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so now it's time for a meeting in a little bit of catching up on email. I will let you guys in on what I'm doing when I make my to-do list for the day. So it is now about noon, and so I'm going to do quite a bit of indulgence actually. As you can tell, I'm kind of just like a big greasy mess. So I need to edit some videos, I need to have some lunch, I need to, you know, do the dishes, clean the cat litter, some basic maintenance stuff. And I would like to pull some tarot for today because, I don't know, some things are kind of popping up now from my scrying video. For my job, my day job, I finished up designing a bunch of stuff, sent a bunch of emails, and so I'm kind of waiting on some materials to be sent to me, and no one has responded to any of my emails in the last like hour. So I'm assuming I'm just maybe be chilling for possibly the rest of the day until I get those materials, because if I don't have the materials, nothing gets done. The problem of working in a creative department, I need the pieces to make the thing, people. But yeah, so checking along on that. And I think being full indulgent wise, something I bought again, because October is just my happy month. Like, so I bought pumpkin cinnamon rolls. So I think I'm actually gonna bake these. Cook this all up while this is baking. I will do the dishes and a couple other things. Go through some of the, I guess, how I plan some things with you guys. Because it's also, I need to kind of like plan out my week. Like there's a bunch of scheduling things I need to do between a couple of dates, things with friends. I think I have a horror movie night thing I'm going to. Possible apple picking sometime this weekend. And like there's things happening in life. So I need to like write them down in the planner. Otherwise I forget, you know. Supposed to go there for 18 to 20 minutes, so okay.
Can I make the bed? Please? Please? Can you scoot? Oh, come on.
I know, Mama just needs to make the bed, then you can snuggle on it all you want. And what are you up to, ma'am? Are we chilling? That is made. I need to vacuum at some point today because I've gotten used to that. I also need to drink a little more water. I keep like having like sweaters and jackets because I keep just putting them on, and then I'm like, I don't want to hang them up. Like, that's a new habit I need to get into. Cinnamon rolls are starting to smell delicious. I figured we'd have a little chat about some of the things I've been feeling and habits and building them and all the good stuff. So I definitely felt a huge shift happen in me this past full moon. I did a really great teeny little ritual at my altar, but a lot of meditative, a lot of just kind of like feeling into that joy and feeling into that level of change and the things I really want to see and the small progresses I've been making. Checking in on the planets a bit, I have noticed that I'm not the person who's going to be ever the type to pull a chart every day or to check in my horoscope and see what's going on and seeing if different energies might influence, help, or hinder some of the things I'm trying to do, you know. But I like to check on them every once in a while. I like to see, hey, what major transients are happening? Knowing that Saturn is no longer retrograde, that Pluto's no longer retrograde, knowing that Mercury's going retrograde on Samhain, also good to know. Seeing how they will work within my current plans, planning with other people, and making sure specifically to schedule in the time for me to build these habits and for me to do the things that I want to do by myself with my craft and with, you know, honoring my deities, etc. and so forth. Now like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, done some editing, done some work, etc. and so forth. And I realized that one of the reasons I'm wearing my glasses is because I'm learning low on contacts, and it's just nice to give my eyes a break, especially because these are the ones that have like that blue screen tint, so I think it helps my migraines. It might not. But yoga with no glasses, I mean, technically it might be okay, but like, no. So I'm just gonna do yoga at home. So no laughing at my yoga people. Figured since so many guys just like the vlogs and a little day in the life type of deal, we do another one. It is already quite way through the day, but I don't know, I'm having some interesting feelings, and it's very, very weird. And it's one of the things where I think when you get so much of what you want in your life, it's kind of like all falling into place in a really cool way, and then suddenly you get to refine it even more. A little bit of like, I got what I wanted, and now it's like, oh, but it's not quite right. Like, you see it or you feel it in your life and you're like, oh, okay, that's cool. So kind of going through that. It is absolutely beautiful outside. Like, oh, the trees are starting to change all over the place. It's perfect. And I'm out of coffee, so I had to go to the coffee shop earlier this morning and get myself an Americano, which is fine, but I think I'm gonna make myself a little bit of lunch because I am hungry. I have some pumpkin soup I made the other day. And then I guess while I eat that, I can chat with you guys about kind of the things I'm feeling. I don't know, we'll see. So, yummy soup. It's basically just pumpkin cream soup that I made from scratch. It's basically pumpkin cream. There's some peas in here, some red lentils, and then I just threw a bunch of garlic, nutmeg, cinnamon, and then pepper salt. Like, pretty simple but delicious. And I guess one of the things that just kind of like, I don't know, I suddenly feel like I'm going a little bit through an interesting time is I felt like I went on a date and I got several signs. So first things first, I mentioned in the couple videos and scrying and stuff that there was a name, hi boo boo, that came through on the mirror when I was scrying with it, and that name ended up being a guy. Actually I ended up meeting with that name. There was a bit of a connection there, but that quickly fizzled out to me just being quite bored and just not entertained enough. What boo boo? And that wasn't that big of a deal. And I was like, okay, interesting. And you just know when like you kind of meet someone and after like you're like the initial thing is like, oh, this could be something great, and then it kind of just like fizzles out. Like it felt like that, like it just wasn't there. And then I met someone else, and I've started seeing crocodiles everywhere. Every time we went on a date, there'd be someone with like a crocodile tattooed on their arm or something else. And I'm intrigued, but at the same time, it's been so long since I don't know, like had a crush or been passionate about anything kind of romantically. Like I haven't had a long-term relationship in years and years and years and years. And by that I mean like I've been dating clearly, but the dates and spending time with those people lasted no more than like 3 months tops. Just because things fell through, or you know, we realized we just weren't compatible, or like something like that, you know. And I don't know, I get the accusation a lot, you're being too picky or you're too whatever about certain things, but it's hard when you're like, when we're talking about chemistry and like being like really attracted to someone and feeling that, I don't know, that slight enamored feeling where you become, you're like, oh wow, they just fascinate me and entertain me so much just by being them. Like I'm not ever bored being around them, because that's what I'm kind of constantly searching for. I search for it with friends, I search for it with even family members. Like it's funny how the people who entertain me the most, the people I end up talking the most to, you know, because like if I get bored in a conversation, I'm like, I just don't want to be here no more. And I find it really hard with so many romantic relationships. I just find that, oh, the things we enjoy researching or talking about or whatever, we just don't have enough stuff in common to really maintain that. And then I worry about, well, how many times have I found where we do have things in common, but then it just seems so platonic. Like it just seems like I don't think this is gonna go anywhere on the attraction scale. It seems to just kind of like fizzle out into this like could be really cool friendship, but overall it's like not what I was hoping for. And I think that's what's weird, because I feel like there are a lot of signs coming through. On the last date I pulled a little tarot being like, how is this date gonna go, as a little bit of reassurance, and I pulled the sun. And I saw some crocodiles, so it's like, okay, that's interesting, very intriguing. And we talked about a lot of in-depth comment stuff. It's just, it's so weird too. Like, how does attraction work? I would love to know for you guys, how long does it take for you to realize if you really are actually attracted to somebody? Because I've always been a person who, like, I need to really get to know people as like friends almost first. So the whole online dating thing, and you know, and then suddenly like by date 3 we need to like, I don't know, be hooking up or whatever. It just is very weird to me. Yeah, do I have, I guess, a sexual desire for things? Sure, but that doesn't necessarily invite with me being extremely attracted to you as a person, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's very weird. And so in that way, I almost feel like I'm kind of doubting things and wanting to, I don't know, pull back. And I guess that could be a shadow of like not giving something enough time. And maybe the universe is coming in with positive signs and being like, hey, there's crocodiles on the like a crocodile head mounted on the wall of a place you go to, and like there's a guy who's cooking in front of us with a crocodile tattoo. Like seeing that over and over and over again feels like Sobek coming in being like, hey, like keep with this, like don't necessarily drop it, or it's a good sign, it's a sign in the positive direction. But then like I wonder, I'm like, oh, is my pullback feeling just being like I'm just trying to find something that just can't be there because it needs time? Or is it my deep intuition knowing that's like screaming at me going, no, not it, and I've ignored it before? And that's never ended well, you know what I mean? And it's kind of hard sometimes to determine that. Is it a shadow or is it intuition? So I think what I'm going to do today, I have so much work to do, but like in the same way where it's like beautiful and just all the nice things, I actually have to work at my home as opposed to like taking my computer to a coffee shop, which sucks because there's a specific book I have to put together for my work. And all the stuff I have is here at my work computer, so I would love to like just go to a coffee shop and like cuddle up in this weather right now, but that's just not gonna happen. The unfortunate things of a Monday. But I do think I want to do another little like self-love gratitude-ish spell baby ritual with my poppet again today, because I am feeling a little like weird and emotional about it, about like feeling this weird, like what do the signs mean, and Do I ignore this feeling in my chest or not? I don't fucking know. So I think part of the reason I really like the poppet is it really gives into that. The inner child in me is just like, listen to your fucking intuition. Fuck the science. Fuck every other part of it. Like, do that, right? Well, it's like the other parts of me are like, whoa, like, you know, we ask for these specific signs sometimes to like, to check when our shadows are trying to take over, you know. Is it our inner child, or is it that little fear mindset in the back of our head going, oh, no, this is getting scary because this could mean something, this could matter, right? Like putting up barriers before you could even ever get hurt. Scary things. It's like there's something like that. So I think letting out those frustrations at the altar, doing that with my poppet, I think has been very, it's got a lot of substance to it. So I think I'm gonna do that a little bit today too. So yeah, those were 3 random, very sporadic, different days of all doing different things. And I think honestly it just comes down to the fact that I kind of just go with the flow so much more than I ever have previously since moving here. Just I want to be really chill about it and not worry and not go too structured with anything. I know that I'll have to probably kick my butt a little bit when November comes around and get everything lined up again, but for as of right now, for this month of October, I am just savoring the fact that I actually have the time and the moments to chillax, not worry too much. So this is part of Youtober. New videos go up every single day on this channel for this month. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.